Ever wish you could uh rewind the creative process, not just hear the final track, but like
Hmm.
really get in there and understand how the artist got there, what inspired them, what tools they used. Well, that's what we're doing today, you and me,
Mm.
diving deep into Gi7RANE Nation.
Yeah, it's a really exciting project. Travis Gilrain, crazy talented hip hop artist by the way, is teaming up with this AI specialist, Eddie Boscana, and they're not just making music with AI, they're weaving it into every single step.
And that's the really interesting part, right? It's not like we've seen before. This isn't just, oh, here's a cool AI beat and they build a song on top of it. We're talking AI involved in composition, sound design.
Yeah, workflow too is helping Gilrain experiment faster in the studio.
It's like having, what, a co-producer.
Totally. A co-producer who speaks a language of algorithms.
Right. And it lets Gilrain just go all in on the emotional core of his music, without getting bogged down by the technical stuff.
Absolutely.
So think about it this way. You're a musician and suddenly you have this like endless palette of sounds, rhythms, even melodic ideas just there
Yeah.
at your fingertips. But it's not dictating what you do. It's like it's responding to your vision. That's
Yeah.
powerful.
It is. It's really powerful. And it makes you think, right? We talk about AI replacing artists, but Gilray Nation is saying, well, what if it does the opposite?
What if it amplifies them?
Exactly. Like,
Huh.
what if by removing those limitations, artists can actually explore even deeper? That's a fascinating question.
It is. And that brings us to Gilrain's sound. Because he's
Yeah.
already doing something different in the hip hop world, don't you think? There's a rawness there.
Yeah.
An honesty. It comes from his experiences growing up in the dirty South.
Mhm.
But there's also this deep introspection.
It's real. A lot of hip hop today, it's very commercially driven, but this has depth,
Yeah.
storytelling, reflection. It pulls you in.
And a perfect example of that is the track, what is it, Best of Me.
Best of Me, it's
It
amazing.
blends Gilrain's lyrical, I mean, the guy can just write with Eddie's AI-infused production.
Yeah, and Best of Me really shows what they're doing. It's been getting a lot of attention on the Hudio.ai. Lately, we'll talk more about that, but it just highlights how they're pushing the boundaries of what hip hop can be without losing that heart, that soul that makes Gilrain's music what it is.
And here's where it gets even more interesting. Gilrain Nation isn't just about the sound. They want to kind of rebuild the whole system.
Yeah,
Give the power back to the artists. Create a fairer music industry.
exactly. They want to flip those power structures, the ones that leave so many artists struggling.
They're not just talking about it.
Right. They're actually doing something about it. It's about more than just like the money, right? It's about artists having control over their art, their fans, their creative journey.
100%.
Yeah.
And the way they're tackling that is with this web app. Eddie built it.
Hmm.
And it's not just, your typical here's the music, buy a t-shirt situation.
Yeah, I'm in the Navy clothes.
This is about building a community around Gilrain Nation.
Yeah. It gives fans that backstage pass. You know what I mean? Like you get to be a part of it. You can hear early versions, remix the music yourself, even submit lyric ideas. Eddie's using some really cool tech under the hood, like the same stuff that powers a lot of those really slick interactive sites. But he's using it to actually build something for the fans, by the fans.
That's awesome. Taking that studio vibe, that energy, and just opening it up to the world. And speaking of pushing boundaries, have you heard about this tour they're putting together? It's nuts.
It's going to be wild.
This isn't just a concert. It's like you're stepping inside the music.
They're taking that AI tech, the stuff from the album, and bringing it on stage.
So wait, are you saying noose?
Real-time sound manipulation, synced to his performance, visuals that react to the music.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's going to be immersive. That's the word, immersive.
They're not just watching Gilrain perform. You're part of this living, breathing thing.
Totally. And, it's not just them, right? This is becoming a thing. More and more artists are blending technology, performance, audience. The lines are getting blurry.
In a good way.
Exactly, in a good way. It makes you wonder what's next.
It does.
This is just the beginning.
And I can't talk about this without mentioning the Radio.ai. It's another one of Eddie's projects, right? And it's not just another Spotify or Apple Music.
Oh, no. This is different.
Right.
Think of it more like a digital meeting place for music and innovation.
I like that.
It uses some of that same tech from the Gilray Nation app.
Huh.
But the focus here, connecting artists and audiences on a deeper level.
And it seems to be working. They featured Best of Me on there recently, and the response, people were really blown away. The sound, the message, the whole thing.
Smart move for them, honestly. They're not just sticking to one lane. They're meeting the fans where they are, Online, at a show, through an app, it's all connected.
And that brings it back around, doesn't it? Because Gi7RANE Nation, it's bigger than just music.
Way bigger.
It's like we're always hearing, AI's gonna take over, it's the end of creativity as we know it. But Gi7RANE Nation is saying, not so fast.
Yeah, it's like, what if it's not the end, it's just different?
Exactly. What if it actually helps us be more creative?
Right, like instead of taking over, it just opens up these new doors.
And for anyone listening, I'm curious, when you imagine your own musical journey, where does AI fit in? Is this something you use to make music, or maybe it's more about how you find new music, like the radio.ai kind of thing?
It's a good question, because honestly, we're just scratching the surface here. Gi7RANE Nation is showing us what's possible, and it's exciting.
It really is.
It might not be about human versus machine, but finding ways to work together, and I think that's a really cool idea.
It is. And that's where we'll leave you today, with that thought. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Gi7RANE Nation. We'll see you next time for another adventure into the world of sound, innovation, and the future of how we experience it all.
The top until it's shut. Put it to my lips, then I smoke up the blunt. Hit it real hard till I make my eyes water. Hit it one more time, then I pass it to your daughter. You don't gotta tell me that I'm a bad influence, cause I skip school every day. Smoke weed, I'm chewing, but I smoke with the truest. What I wrote is the truest. I'm the baddest fucking rapper, but I'm also the newest. A real ass gangster, the crime I do it. Ain't never killed nobody, but this trigger I pull it. Tell you the truth, though I'm not a violent man. So whenever I get the chance, I smoke as much as I can. And I don't like to burn alone. If I see someone that does, so tell them get up in the zone, cause I'm rolling with a swisher. Lighting it up, I'm smoking it with you. So don't get out of line unless you want the weed. I be blowing that loud, 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 loud. I stay blowing that loud, 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 loud. I be blowing that loud, 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 loud. I stay blowing that loud, 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 loud. I roll up, ain't no weed so loud like a Claymore. Grip real sticky like Play-Doh. I smoke cold pounds, I just waste those. Your bitch all up in my face though. Don't smoke but wants the taste though. That's a shame though. She got real high, ain't give me brain yo.